You got guys that's actually out here fighting for their legacy because they want to be bigger than what they've seen other fighters be, and they want that. And Devin wants that. And so I'm glad he got out of that contract. And Shakur said he getting out of his contract. He said I saw something about a fight in June, but yeah, man, all that stuff that stuff that shouldn't even matter. Like, let's just fight. Don't matter who on what side of the street, because it's all money at the end of the day.
Word.
That's
Champ,
how I feel.
let me get to some other callers here. Tim Boski coming
Appreciate
right
you,
back
Ness.
out, and I appreciate you. Tim, what it do? Damn, Tim, you gonna have to hold that thought. It's my man, Kid Austin on here. Let's go to that. Champ, what's going on?
What's up?
So you making headlines today, man. Everybody's seeing you back and forth with Shakur. Obviously, he didn't say what we wanted, which is a fight right now. But he's basically doing his Canelo, and he's saying, if you fight William Cepeda, he'll give you the fight. And he said you got his word. So I guess, what's your thoughts on the exchange?
Hopefully he'll man of his word. I mean, it's boxing. Y'all know I'm not scared to fight nobody. I'm with fighting the so-called best, so I could prove that I'm the best. So if they give me Williams Zepeda, I'll take Williams Zepeda out, and hopefully he'll be a man of his word, because that's what I'm gonna do. So
So,
Good
Bo-
answer.
BoxRec still doesn't have your new opponent. Are you still locked in for the Dominican? Is that because it's not on BoxRec just yet?
Yep, we still
yeah, as far as we know, it's still locked in. He started his training, I heard, so
number two
he'll
guy
be
in the Dominican
fighting.
Republic.
Cool, cool, cool. So his name is Oresti El Pluma Suero. What do you know about your future opponent, Mr. Suero? So funny, that's my uncle's last name.
I just know he number two in the DR. That's it. All I know of him, really.
Have you watched this fight with Sterling Castillo?
I
That's
did.
another
I seen it
Dominican.
on the Rolly card. But I didn't or really pay attention to it because I didn't know that would be my future opponent. So, but I seen the fight.
Yeah, he ended up getting a loss to Sterling, but Sterling is actually a decent fighter. I got to watch Sterling spar with De Los Santos in the lead up to the Shakur fight. That's who De Los Santos chose to use for some of his sparring. Um, so you've only been able to see one fight of Euresti.
Yeah, I don't really study the fight. I let my dad and my team do that. I just train, get ready.
Now this is a better resume. 13 and 1, 10 KOs. He's a puncher. But Shakur did take some shots. You followed up well by saying your last opponent was 16 and 2. I'm 16 and 0. But he said you never fought an undefeated fighter. Why do you think that
We did.
is?
But we did fight an
What
undefeated
undefeated
fighter.
fight we
The
fought?
one you knocked out with the shot behind here, wasn't he undefeated?
Nah, he had one loss, but he was like 22 and 19 knockouts though. But I
He,
mean, it is
that's
what it is. I
bullshit.
mean, it's boxing. I mean, according to the public, I'm still building up my record. So if he wants me to fight an undefeated fighter, which hopefully Zepeda will still be undefeated, I'm gonna give him what he want. And after I give him what he want, I hope he gives me what I want, that fight. So I'm gonna live up to my obligation. It's all on him.
Right.
Now, Champ, you're the youngest out of all of them. And by all, I'm even including Shushu, even though he's not in your division. But, it's like Shushu, Keyshawn, Devin, Shakur, even Tank. Like, you're 21. Why does it feel like you guys are rushing?
You breaking up. I'm gonna leave and join back in.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Because
In that moment, I mean,
so
All
yeah, I
right.
was asking you're only 21. Everyone is younger, is older than you. Even Keyshawn, even Shushu, everyone is older than you by multiple years. Why is there this rush for you to make those particular names your contemporaries? Because they're not in your age bracket.
What that mean? What that mean? Boxing is an
Yeah,
age
there it
thing?
is. He was
here
breaking
come,
up.
No,
here
no,
come
no.
dad.
He said you
Here
was breaking
come
up.
dad. Here come dad.
Floyd,
I'm
Floyd, Floyd told me to behave. He told me to
Yeah,
behave.
don't worry about him, bro. Don't worry about him. I told him to behave,
He
bro.
told me to behave and to talk right. They got me in therapy and everything else, y'all. Um, Nah, I know Floyd would beat those guys. That's the weird thing about it. I know it would be easy for him, and that's what I want to show the world, just like Ali did with Liston. He going for greatness. What if he knocked Shakur out and Tank out? Imagine where he would be in his life. So that's what we shooting for,
Yeah, so on
greatness.
taking risks.
What's the
Boxing's
worst you
taking
could lose?
risks. I mean, it is what it is.
So, I mean, you know how fans are. It's like you didn't knock out Haskell Rhodes. How you gonna knock out Shakur, who's like a 3 division champ, so skilled? People, relate him to Floyd, and not you, the other Floyd.
To be honest, just speaking from me personally, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like Dale had a hard head, just like abnormally hard, like to the point where like I thought the man he was out, he was asleep. I looked in his eyes, that man was gone, and he just got up. I feel like if I caught Shakur one of them same shots, I feel like just my opinion, so y'all don't get mad. I feel like it won't be the same reaction. No, I feel like I have the one. I feel like I have the skill to catch Shakur because a lot of people don't catch him, and then I feel like I have the power to like
Knock his ass out.
yeah, I can't say that, but yeah,
Knock
that.
his ass out. Shakur
So,
already know what's coming.
so that's what I was gonna ask. You said you feel you have the skill to catch him because it does become a cat and mouse game when he's facing a power puncher. We've seen that with Joet Gonzalez, Nakatilia, and most recently with the De Los Santos fight. I know you sparred him. Has he ever hopped out of danger the way that he was hopping in the De Los Santos fight?
Uh, to be honest, I can't remember because I was like 17,
Oh
but
wow, it was that long
it was
ago.
to the point where it was like super technical. I did have to trap him on the ropes, cut off the ring a lot. But in the ring in Jay Prince gym, it's not that big, so it's not there nowhere to really go. So, but I feel like I had the ability to cut off the ring, the switch stances, all that stuff to, make it a rough fight for him.
What do you think De Los Santos was doing wrong? Because when we interviewed him, he said he knew Shakur wanted him to reach so that he could counter him or light him up, and he really wasn't trying to give Shakur what he wanted. Um, yeah, what do you think De Los Santos did wrong in that fight?
He didn't cut off the ring. I mean, he didn't throw punches just like Shakur. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shakur got good foot movement where he was able to escape and stuff, but it was still on De Los Santos and his coach to come up with a game plan, cut off the ring, trap him on the ropes, be a little more active. Uh, but like I said, I'm not De Los Santos. I can't say what he did and what he did wrong, but me personally, I would have,
Broke his face.
that, and I would have just did more. I would have did more than De Los Santos.
Now, obviously, you and your dad believe you would get the knockout. Do you think the probability of said knockout would be higher had you been in the ring with Shakur that night? Because allegedly there was a hand injury, right? He tweeted and deleted he had hand injury. It did seem like he wasn't using his left hand. Did you see it that way as a fighter? Did it look like he wasn't favoring the left?
Just as a fighter, I ain't gonna say, you know, what was going on with him because only Shakur really know. Shakur and his team. So I ain't gonna say his hand wasn't injured or was, but me speaking, if I was Shakur, I wouldn't have put myself in that position. If I was fighting a dangerous fighter like De Los Santos to go in the ring with one hand, uh, maybe his hand was hurt, or maybe he was just
So
afraid if he threw.
would you have pulled out? Because he did say that, like, oh, I learned my lesson. Maybe next time I will pull out. I didn't want to pull out and things like that. People bought tickets. It's a tough predicament, Floyd. Like, you would pull out, is what you're saying?
I mean, yeah, because don't get me wrong, I see where he said he didn't want to pull out because people would have been like, oh, he probably scared and all this other stuff, but your health is what matters most. And yeah, you gotta give your fans 100% of you. I mean, at the end of the day, your health comes first. I mean, who knows? Maybe he would have went in there with a hurt hand, and he would have threw that hand, and De Los Santos would have caught him with a punch. I mean, I feel like me though, I would have just let my team know first, if anything.
For sure. So you're number 4 in the WBA. I guess this is more a question for you, senior.
All
Obviously,
right.
your son is number 4. William
All right.
Cepeda is fighting Maxie Hughes, who's number 5, but they're fighting an IBF eliminator. So you're number
Right.
1 and you're number 5 are out. Edwin De Los
Right.
Santos, who is above your son, he's injured and recovering in Dominican Republic. I confirmed that with his promoter Samson Lewickovic. So Frank Martin did post on social media. As boxing, we gotta follow everything these guys post and hope that they mean it's a fight. But he said big news coming. If Frank does not get the Tank fight, is there anything legally you can do to not let Jose Venezuela jump your son? Because there is a lot of rumors of Jose, a.k.a. Rayo Venezuela, who got the knockout over Colbert, possibly getting the fight with Tank. But he's number 6. Your son is number 4. How does that work? And legally, can they skip you?
Well, how it is legally, no, they can't skip us because we hold the national title. So whenever we want to call for a title shot, we could just call for it. We don't have to wait because that's part of the bylaws of having a WBA national title. But they did tell us that we should be fighting for a title in this fight. We don't know if it's the Intercontinental, WBA Intercontinental, and the next fight we supposed to have been fighting for a title. So no matter which way Zepeda or Frank Martin go, the WBA already told us we're gonna be fighting for the world title in a couple of fights. So it don't matter whether it's Tank or whoever, we want to fight either or. It don't matter, but we're gonna get our title shot, and there's nothing they can do about it, and we're gonna win.
Does Jose have a belt as well? Does he have any type of WBA that may trump your son?
We don't care if he get it first. We'll knock him out after. So it
Okay,
don't
okay.
matter.
No. Well, that's where I wanted to get to. Like, was it a thing where you would, seek legal action if you wasn't next and they jumped you with Jose? But you're obviously saying no. So that's
No, they already told us. They already told us like in 2 fights, we'll fight for the title. So even if
and
he jumps,
so you're
fight
saying is they the WBA or is they Tank's team reached out?
Tank. Remember, Tank is what? Isn't Tank the super champion? He don't have to fight mandatories.
Yes, he's the
Now
super champion.
the super champion, so the regular is vacant. So we don't have to worry about Tank. Tank is gonna pick and choose
So
who he wants to
so
fight.
so they did not consolidate. Remember that was supposed to be a consolidation. It's not supposed to be no more regular in that division. Are you saying you've been told it's coming back?
I can't talk about all that, but all I know is Tank is in a position where he don't have to fight mandatories, and they can't do that and not get sued. So they got to make other preparations. If Tank not going to take the title shot, he's going to have to move up, or he's going to have to fight us. So it ain't going to be a chance where Tank is just going to hold the belt and not have to fight us. We're going to make sure that it's hot enough where the fans going to demand it.
All right. All
Because
right.
we want to fight Tank. That's the goal. To knock Tank out, take the boogeyman out, take Shakur out, move to 140, take out all of them, become undisputed, and go to 147. So that's our goal. So no matter who's in the way, we going through them.
So Junior, do you think there's a reason that Shakur performs the way that he performs versus punches? Like, we obviously assume, but what do you think? You've shared the ring with him, and you're a fighter. Fans seem to run to the easiest thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's just the way he decides to fight. I can't answer why he
That's the style
moves
he
around.
used.
Yeah, that's the style he uses. If he feels like that benefits him, where he can't get touched by a power puncher, so be it. But you know, as y'all can see, to the fans, that's not really what the fans want to see. So I feel like Shakur has a nice style if you like technical boxing, but I just feel like he should, like add a little more stuff into it. Then I feel like he can make it fan friendly if he can get, how do I put it?
That's what makes y'all fight so epic because he's a great boxer and they know you're gonna bring it to him. So he gonna have to fight. That's what make that fight a pay
Yeah,
per
I
view
like.
fight
I,
right there.
I can't answer for him, but I know me personally. I just like fighting. Whether I got a box, brawl, bang, I don't care. I'm going in a fight, and I feel like if he could add punches into his arsenal, he could be a dangerous fighter.
Senior, how many more fights y'all got left?
As far as what?
Golden Boy.
Oh, Golden Boy treating us good.
I ain't
Golden
say they wasn't. I'm just saying
they're
how many
gonna
more fights.
after the zone is probably gonna pick him up. Golden Boy the zone. So we probably gonna be there. Most of his career we probably be there. What they talking, how good they talking. So we don't know. We don't know. In a couple of 18 months he'll be a free agent, but I doubt if Golden Boy gonna allow that. They're gonna keep him.
Okay, that's what I wanted though. 18 months because there's certain individuals that believe in order to get a tank fight, you have to be either Latino or at least be with the BBC. Um, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think you need to be with Al Heyman in the PBC in order to get a Tank Davis fight?
I can't answer that one. I don't even know.
Oh, nah, that's for the businessman right there, Floyd Schofield Sr.
Now the thing is, Floyd got you. He got youthful the youth on his side, like his age. Tank can't hold that belt forever. Tank get older. His mind is going slowly but surely. So he ain't gonna hold that belt forever. He can't. So for us, this a laugh. We having fun beating him up. Floyd not even in his prime yet, 24. So Tank ain't gonna have it that long. So we still gonna reign. So Tank ain't even nothing to us, no threat and nothing else. He just holding the belt for us, keeping it warm.
Yeah, I don't care if I gotta wait, but that fight, I feel like
Tank
would
ain't
be
gonna
a
fight
big fight
us.
one day. But whoever I gotta fight, really, I don't even care. Like my dad said, I'm young. I mean, I got time. If I gotta fight Ryo, Edwin, Zepeda, all back to back, I'm willing to do it just to prove I'm great. I mean, I didn't get in the sport, to cherry pick who I'm fighting.
So I'm sure you guys watched the Jerry Perez and Jojo Diaz fight. Some people think Jojo still won. Um, obviously, would you be willing to fight Jerry, or does the resume not match what he did in the ring? Yeah, he did what he did, but like when people box record, you're not gonna be happy with what they box record, or yeah, you guys would take either one of those guys still, because I know you've always wanted JoJo, and he did re-sign.
Don't get me wrong, JoJo, he's a from what I see, he's a good dad, a good man. Uh, I like JoJo as a person, me personally, but he lost that fight. Like he lost that fight. The punch output wasn't there. The dude out threw him like twice, the two times amount as JoJo threw. Uh, and no, I mean I'll fight if they give me that Perez dude. I'll fight him. But JoJo was supposed to walk through him. To be honest, like I expected JoJo to
Nah,
have like.
nah, nah. You must ain't never watched Perez then. Nah, no
Nah,
way.
that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
From
the
what I
minute I seen
never
that he
watched
was
him.
fighting Perez, I said, holy shit, he in a tough fight. He in a
Yeah, like
tough fight. That was a tough fight.
just from my perspective, I've never seen Perez fight, so I didn't know. But
Oh, okay.
I was hearing JoJo was supposed to just walk through him. But like I said, I feel like JoJo lost the fight. His punch output wasn't enough. It looked like a Marcito Hesta repeat.
Mm. Damn.
But that Perez was throwing though. That small dude was throwing.
Nah, he was. It was a good fight. He
And
definitely
I hear
did
he
his
fought
thing.
Rocha at 47 too. So I mean, if Rocha didn't stop him, I didn't think JoJo was gonna stop him, but I just thought JoJo would like put on a dominant performance.
And Brian Norman, man, that kid went 10 with some decent punches. So
He
I
went 10
knew,
with Brian Norman too.
fuck yeah. I'm telling you, I knew he was going to give JoJo hell. I knew it. I didn't know he would beat JoJo,
Me either. I would
but
have
I
bet on
knew
him.
he was going to give him hell. I knew he was durable, man.
Yeah, I should have bet on him too.
I got a few questions from the people. First one is from D-Jack. He says, what up, champ? Do you plan on becoming undisputed at 135 before moving up? Keep up the good work. We love what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Yeah, my goal is to become undisputed. Unless like I hit like a crazy growth spurt where I just magically woke up like 160 or something. But as of right now, my main goal is to get all the belts at 35 and do the same thing up into 147.
I got Lowe's Nose Boxing on YouTube. He says, what's up, champ? Being that you are a young, hungry lion, calling out Shakur, who is more accomplished, how do you feel about Keyshawn calling for Tio, who like Shakur is more accomplished? And how do you see that fight going if it happens? Keyshawn versus Teofimo Lopez.
Well, big ups to Keyshawn for wanting to step up to the plate to fight T at 140. But like me and my dad said, the main goal is the big dog at 135. I mean, Shakur is his big brother, so I want to go after the person everybody's so called not fighting. And as far as the resume stuff, I don't look at that because I've been in there in the ring with him. I spar with him. I spar with multiple different champions, so I know what I can do. And we wouldn't just be talking just to be talking. We in this sport to have a legacy. We're not in it to, just duck and dodge people for money. Like we like fighting. So
Champ, why are you so confident? I mean, you were 17. Why are you so confident you could cut the ring off on Shakur now? Like we've seen that, he's faced Valdez and Herring and some good fighters, and they can't lock him in corners, man. He's slippery.
Who the
that
hell is Valdez? Who the hell is Valdez and this other one you named?
Valdez is a multiple division champ, senior.
The Mel Hammond is cool. We ate with the brothers, so I ain't gonna shit on them like that. But they ain't nothing compared to my boys. Or due respect, they are not switch fighters, number one. So that cut off distance and angles. Stuff that Shakur can't get away from us, and he know he can. We know what we did to Shakur in spar. We know what we did to Haney. We know what we do to these champs. So
now
and we're not shitting on them, but they can't sit there and say they got the best on us. So all I'm saying, and he was 17 with bigger gloves. He way more experience, way more knockouts. This version, I guarantee you, Shakur cannot deal with, and Shakur know that. So
yeah, I feel like I got way better too. Of course you improve
from 17 to
17.
21.
I'm finna be 22 now, so I just been in the gym consistently, just working on what we got to work on. And I just feel like I'm confident because I know what I can do. I know I put in the work. I feel like me personally, I'm probably one of the hardest workers in boxing today. And I just give my all to the sport. I've been giving my all to the sport since I was a kid. I didn't even have a childhood, so I'm not in this sport to just fight. The guys that they giving me now. I'm ready for
Like Keyshawn's.
for the big step ups.
Now you said unless you have a crazy growth spurt, so it sounds like you feel you're making the weight comfortably. It's no issues, right?
Yeah, it's super comfortable. Like I usually come in like 34. Like I don't even be drained.
Cool.
I could make 130, but that's pushing it.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I mean, not unless they offering you something
Nah,
something
they got to
good.
offer like 3 belts at 130 to go all the way down there.
So what's the plan? Have they given you guys a plan after Mr. Suero, or have they mentioned the plan for 2024? Like, what is the plan for Floyd Schofield?
Well, the plan that I set up for Floyd, because they don't really give us a plan, I have to make the plan. So the plan is to fight Zepeda by the end of the year, and then next year, early year, mid-year, fight Shakur. I asked Golden Boy, could we fight both of them this year? Because I believe he could wash both of them easy, and that would make a major statement. But Golden Boy, right now they reviewing that. So I'm looking for Zepeda at the end of the year. If he win this fight and we do our job, then Shakur.
Now, how
So
do you
you
get Cepeda to say yes? He's in an eliminator with Maxie Hughes, which means he'll be the mandatory to Lomachenko George Kambosos winner. How do you get him to look backwards?
It's not really backwards because we on the same side of the street. Because it comes down to money. It don't come down to belt so much. Like he's gonna get this belt that he got to get, but after that, then he's gonna be worrying about money after he become a champ. Because now these promoters got to pay 6 and 7 figures to these fighters once they win a belt. So they need to put them in with the best fighter that's gonna put people in the seats. So I know we're gonna get the fight with Zepeda because for Golden Boy they keep it all in house. So I know that's going to happen, and I know we're going to beat him, and then we're going to unify with Shakur for that WBC title against the WBA and possibly the IBF if Zepeda get that. So it's all part of the plan to become the undisputed.
So this gonna be left field because we've seen other fighters uh, move up in weight, claim that they, or show that they're special. So you said you could make weight fine, but if there was an opportunity at a weight above, would that be something you'd let your son do?
Yeah, of course. After he win one of the belts at W135, we're gonna go get a belt at 140, and we're gonna defend both titles while he cleaning up getting undisputed.
But not
So we
before.
not.
You wouldn't let him do it before then. It would have to come 35 first.
No, what I said is once he win the title, yeah, 135, because he's right here about to get a belt, a shot, get a belt. Then we're gonna grab a belt at 140. We're gonna have our belts in 135. We might have two belts when we grab one at 140, and we're gonna defend both of them simultaneously while he becoming undisputed at 135.
Let me get
So
both of your guys' individual thoughts on Sabril Matias. Obviously, he signed to the Zone. It is one division above. He's Puerto Rican. You got that Dominican background. That's a built-in rivalry. And again, I know it's a division above, but Tank did that. He started at 26. He moved to 30. He moved to 35. I mean, there's a lot of people that jump up for opportunities. What is your thoughts as a fighter with Sabril Matias? Have you ever sparred him? And do you think you could beat him if the time came for you to face him?
look. I never sparred with him, but I take it. He has a belt. He's a champion. And if the fans want it, well, one, if I'm offered, I'm taking it. It's a title shot. You never pass up on a title shot. And if the fans want it, let's make it happen. I mean, like I said, I'm here to fight anybody. 135, 140, 147 if it got to be. I want legacy. I want people to remember me as not the guy who cherry picked all his fighters to make money. I want to know him for having all the best fights, making the best fights happen, giving the fans what they want. Because at the end of the day, money always going to be here no matter how you going to make it, boxing or not. But, giving the fans what they want to see and giving them great performances, that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
forever. And my opinion is
But he's a good fighter, though. He's a good fighter.
we will beat the shit out of him. You already know.
He don't even know who that is.
I don't have to know who it is. We gonna beat the shit. If they want 35 and
He
want
said, he said, I don't have to know who it is. You
I
terrible.
know I'm dead serious. What I need you to do, go ask Floyd Mayweather Sr. Show him a video of Kid Austin and him, and ask Floyd Mayweather Sr. how hard Kid Austin hit. He said, oh my God, he hit like a big middleweight. Nobody taking them punches. So it ain't just my word. That man would not take those punches from Floyd. So no matter how gifted he is, he gonna get hit. And when we hit him, we gonna hit him. And we gonna break something, and he's not gonna stand there. So no matter who he is, tell him to give us the fight. You encourage that fight. Please, we'll take it. And
He's at 140.
We'll go up to 140 and take it. I guarantee you.
So,
You get him to take the fight, we'll take it.
So listen, I mean, you have more of an ability to get that fight than you think. He just signed the Matchroom. It was rumored that he was going to fight Liam Paro in Puerto Rico, and now they're having difficulties finding him an opponent. Jermaine Ortiz is going to be, having a meeting with Matchroom and Golden Boy, and they're offering him that fight. Like, it's there if someone wants it. You would have to make the necessary phone calls, obviously, to see.
Not me. I wouldn't have to make that damn phone call. Nah, because he's not important to me. If he want to fight us, we'll step up to fight him. But he's not important in our program and our
I'll
plan.
look at it. If y'all want the fight, let's make the fight happen.
Right. It's that simple. You got more power because you got the people in the eyes. So understand, remember, you got a small city following you. So you got a lot of power to make people do a lot of things.
I
And if they
mean,
agree to
I wouldn't want to see, your son jump up to face that guy. That guy caught a
fight,
body.
you don't believe that Floyd would beat him easy.
No,
you know
no,
that's what
no. I
you know
just
that's
feel like this guy has a lot of seasoning, and he killed Maxim Davyshev in the ring and on Top Rank.
he did his job. Our job is to go in there and kill somebody too. That's warriors. This is boxing. They in there to
No, I
try to
know.
kill.
No, I
So
know, but
so
this guy is,
we not
So I would like to see Floyd get the same seasoning this guy's gotten before something like that.
how
I just wanted to
many fights this
see
guy got? How
how
many
many
fights he
fights he
got?
got. He
Yeah,
got
I'm talking about
20.
as far as when did he start boxing? How
Okay,
long he been?
so he started. He turned pro 2015, and he's got 20 fights, 20 KOs, one loss though. He did lose once. He avenged it by knockout.
How many amateur fights do they tell? Like when did he
Mm.
start?
You know,
5, 10?
BoxRec only. BoxRec only shows the tournaments.
Okay, because we've been doing this shit since Floyd was 2, so he not
Mm.
seasoned to. Trust me, he's not seasoned. We've been in the like you already know. We've been in the ring with all the champions getting ready for their fights. He's not seasoned to us. He's only seasoned on his professional record. We put it in all the time in the ring with these champions, all of them. So he not
Listen, I'm dying to see it, man. I'm dying to,
make
I
it happen.
want you guys to. That's why I called Floyd. That's why I said Fortuna. You said it was disrespectful. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a former world champ.
I did see that
Fortuna is
Fortuna
disrespectful.
that JoJo fight.
JoJo is disrespectful. It's like y'all don't, and it's only because y'all don't truly believe in Kid yet. Like people didn't believe in Ali when he was calling out Liston. They said Liston gonna get killed in there. That's because y'all haven't seen what I seen. When he do what he got to do to these guys, then the world gonna say this kid is the greatest boxer of all time, and then I can live that out. So I'm gonna keep talking to get in the ring with them. But Shakur is gonna be so easy for us. This guy at 140 will be easy for us, and anybody else right now that they put in this ring with this boy gonna be easy. Soup Tank up to get in the ring. That's the one who said I would never get in the ring with that kid. Soup Tank up to get in the
What
ring
you
with
mean
us.
he said he would never get in the ring with him?
He flat out said it. That was his
But
words.
what's the context?
The context is he seen Floyd
Sparring.
sparring.
He was sparring with them
We
Russians.
was sparring them Russians, the Warrior Promotions. We was going through these guys, and it should go. We've been in camp with Tank twice. He see Floyd. He know who Floyd is. There's a reason that they made it where he don't get mandatories, and it's a reason everybody else ran. Like I told you 2 years ago, they was gonna do. I told you this exact thing was gonna happen, brother. Cause I see how they feel when them punches
I
cracking them.
mean,
And
technically, only JoJo has avoided your son as of now.
only technically Devin Hall that's trying to go up two weight
Come
divisions.
on.
I had to run Devin run shirt in how many fights ago?
Yo.
We still want to fight Devin in his
But
170
but you
now.
never was in line to fight Devin. How can you say he ran from you?
Listen. Like I said, everybody say that line shit, but they're gonna have to face us. I told you that from day one. I know when people running. I know.
So,
I told you all.
so can we get Fortuna? That's a former world champ. That's another
For-
Dominican. We building the brand in DR.
Fortuna ain't gonna fight us. That's what I'm trying to tell
That's
y'all.
not true, man. I'm in contact with
Fortuna,
Fortuna. He
but
ready to eat.
tell him to send us a contract, and I didn't see a contract yet.
How
And
he
I'm
gonna send you a contract? You gotta send him one. He the one with a free
I don't gotta
agent, no promoter, no manager.
You know that's the switch up you do on me. When we was calling out Devin, you told me we had to give Devin the goddamn contract because we was the little guy chasing him. Now we the big guy. So stick to your word. But you never had to
What?
give it to us
No,
then.
no, Mr. Schofield. Listen, you're the one with the promoter and the network. So, like, this is how Bill used to do it, right? Remember, Gamboa wasn't with the zone. Schofield Jr., I'll talk to you. Gamboa wasn't with the zone. What did Bill do? Contact Gamboa, Louis DeCubas. He was still a PBC fighter. Say, yo, we could offer Gamboa to fight versus Devin. And brought it to Matchroom, and they made it on. You could do the same thing. You could be like, listen, I talked to Javier. He a former world champ. We ready
I
for
don't
that
do it.
step up.
I don't do that because I don't waste my time. I got too much shit ahead.
Oh,
But you got his number. You could call him, give him my number. If he got something to say how he want it matched up, we could do that. But if he
he
ain't got,
can't say he unless you speak Spanish. He can't tell you nothing.
Well, you translate for him. You put it on the show, then make
I
a show
have
about it.
already. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He ready. He
What I
just
said.
he just
Listen,
need
what I
y'all to tell him what's the terms and what's the
I
date.
call him right now. You set it up then.
Nah.
If you want to make it,
I'm
listen,
really
listen to what
trying to make this fight. I ain't trying to call him and do it social media. Like, he really want the
I,
fight.
I don't think you hear what I'm saying. And let me try. I'm gonna try to phrase it because I don't know how to explain it to you. And this is just me. It's not ego. In this boxing world, I'm the god in this boxing world. That's where I'm at right now. And everybody told me I couldn't do what I'm doing, and this. Even you, everybody. So right now, I don't got to bow to
He
nobody.
said, even you. I
They,
ain't never said you couldn't do nothing.
you did with the Devin thing the whole time. You said, "Oh, y'all not gonna get this far doing it,
But
doing this." We
but
did it
you
out.
didn't. I was right.
You're
You
not,
not gonna get Devin,
you're
and you
not,
didn't.
you're not letting me finish to get to the point, so
All
you
right, go
can't hear me.
ahead.
So we did it our way, and look how far we got. When they said Golden Boy, why y'all going to Golden Boy? It ain't gonna work. It's working. When they said all this, we got 4 commercials. We got everything. So we are big dogs right now. We don't need a Fortuna. So if Fortuna want to fight us, we will offer it, but he got to contact us. You got his number. So
Mr.
y'all can make it
Schofield,
happen.
I
What
gotta
I'm saying
interject.
is I have to go down.
What do you mean you don't need a former world champion on your son's resume?
What I'm saying is Oscar got more than enough that he could deal with us with former world champions.
What
We don't
former?
need a
JoJo
either.
been ducking y'all. He's
Listen,
the
it ain't
former
JoJo.
world champ.
The bag is deep at Golden Boy. They can hire a world champion. We don't need Fortuna. We talking to Shakur right now about making a fight. Even in our messages behind the scene, we don't need
And
a Fortuna.
and he put
We
a
talking.
roadblock. He put a
Listen, what I'm
roadblock.
saying. We talking to Zapata behind the scenes. We talking to Shakur. We talking to real champions that I'm in conversations with. I don't need a Fortuna. That's what you don't understand. I don't stop.
I'm just saying we just
I don't
trying
know
to
how.
get a decent
That's Fortuna
former
business.
world
Not
champ.
my business. Listen, you didn't hear what I just said, sir, and that's the problem.
He said Fortuna
No,
don't
what
hold
I'm
no weight.
saying is I'm already in talks with Shakur and these people about making fights. I don't need a Fortuna. I don't need to go backwards. I'm in talks right now with champions making fights and making
So are
deals.
you saying today? Are you saying today that your son will fight a Shakur or a Cepeda this year? It's only
What I'm saying,
February. It's only
what, I,
February.
what I'm saying is I don't need a Fortuna. And if Fortuna want to fight, they could contact me. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but
Him,
to,
whoever I'm not, and that we could be done with that thing. I don't have to go backwards to contact any of them. That's what I got a promoter for. Why would I have to do that if I? What am I in business with a promoter for? That'd be crazy. What am I giving
cause
them a percent?
your promoter's not been getting your son the sexy names that
My,
we need.
my promoter been having us fight 4 times a year with checks consistent of more than these guys make that you telling us to fight. So how
But
that makes sense business wise? And we in line to fight for a title in 2 fights. So how are you saying that ain't working? We the most active boxer right now in boxing, fighting 4 times a year for the last 2, 3 years.
but you ain't
So
fought a former world champ yet.
fuck
Like
the world.
how does that not matter to
That
you?
that's the problem. Y'all got an old style. This is y'all old style in
What's the
boxing.
old style, bro?
You
What? Talk to
could
me.
you let me
Talk
finish?
to me.
All right, the old style is y'all gotta fight old champions. Oh, to get recognition. Why you can't fight a Ali didn't do that shit. Ali went in there and fought the real champ. What is wrong with this sucker
But
type boxing that you gotta fight old
Floyd,
washed up? Hold up. You gotta fight old washed up fighters. That's the old boxing that's fading the fuck out. The Abdullah Masons, the Floyd Schofields, the people out of this thing love fighting. Fuck a old champion, give us the new champion.
but the
That's the
new
difference. That
champions ain't fighting you. You just
okay,
said it. Devin didn't
but
fight you.
that's
You
your
just said it.
opinion.
Listen to me.
That's
No,
your
no.
opinion.
You said
That's
that.
your
No,
opinion.
you said that. You said Devin didn't fight you.
But listen,
No, you
that's your
gotta listen
opinion.
now. You gotta
Shakur
listen.
just
I
gave me
caught
his
him.
word. What are you talking about?
I just
Shakur gave
got
us
you.
his word he was gonna fight us. So what you're saying is fictitious.
No,
Shakur
Shakur
gave
gave
us
you
his
his
word. So,
word. He gave you his
listen,
word.
Shakur,
If you beat Cepeda,
it
he'll
don't
fight
matter. He
you.
gave us his word. He will fight us. So a
If you
man
beat
word means something.
Cepeda. If you
Listen,
beat
a man,
Cepeda.
we gonna fight Zapata regardless. Oscar told us. So the
Golden
shit
Boy
you
not
talking
giving you
about,
Cepeda, man.
the stuff you're talking don't make sense in our world because we know the truth of our world. So the shit
I
you're making up to the people don't
Floyd,
make sense.
Floyd,
Like
just
I
come on
said,
here.
we are
Just
in
come on
talks
here
with
and laugh
Shakur.
at me. I want you to come on here and laugh at me
Why not laugh?
when they give you the Cepeda fight. No, I want you to be like, yo, I told you so. You said we
But
wouldn't
it's
get it.
important. It wouldn't even be important to me to laugh at you, brother. That ain't. I'm just telling you, like I told you back then. Watch your old videos. That everything I say manifests. And then the next year you're gonna be looking at all this and it manifests. I know my business. I know what I'm talking to, and I know we don't need a Fortuna.
I
And if
want,
Fortuna,
I want Junior. Give me Junior. Junior, tell this man you want to fight a former champ, man. Why he trying to keep you from the champs?
Look, how my input on it is, I get where both of y'all coming from, but my dad is saying we in talks with Shakur, Zepeda. Why are we gonna take a step backwards? But if they not giving us those fights right now,
but they are.
That's
the thing. They are.
I see what you're saying. But if they weren't gonna give us those fights, like say my next fight, if they wanted to give me Fortuna, we'll fight Fortuna. But
Thank you, champ. Thank you. See?
we're at the point where we don't have to call him out. He got to come to us.
Right.
Because I watched this fight with JoJo. That's a big step backwards. Because we watched JoJo. So
yeah, but it's a common opponent with Ryan Garcia, Floyd.
I get what you're saying. It's a good name.
It's a good name. Ranking. We already in the ranking.
Yeah, it's a good name and whatnot. But like I said,
rankings.
If they not giving us a pay next, it'll be no problem on fighting Fortuna. But as of right now, that's not the main goal we looking at.
No, we looking as a pay for the end of the year, not next. So that don't mean
but yeah,
so next could be and it look, to me it don't gotta be Fortuna. Just hear me out, Floyd. It don't gotta. I'm just saying though, a former world, any former world, like I'm still with JoJo. I'll take the JoJo fight. I'll still take it. You heard me.
They gotta reach out to us. We don't give a damn on going backwards. But if they reach out to us, we'll fight them. I'm saying you could call that dude, tell us what we want, what he want. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna go chasing him to fight him to give him money. That's crazy as shit. No,
I hear
gonna
you.
pay contact us, but Fortuna would be too easy. I don't like no fucking fights like that. That's just, I'm a fighter, brother.
Fortuna better than the Dominican you about to fight. Come on, Floyd. Come on.
And is that my fault that's who got selected next by Golden Boy? Fortuna should have been alive.
But that's exactly why I'm telling you to take the career by the hands. Golden Boy not doing you right. They not doing you right. They got you the wrong Dominican. They got you the wrong Dominican.
Yo,
come on, man.
I can't let you sit there and talk about Golden Boy. Number one, he's number two in the Dominican Republic. So we ain't gonna disrespect the Dominican blood that he put.
But he ain't never been a champ.
It don't matter.
Javier is a champ.
Only 16 fights. He's an up and comer. We can't shit on him. He's an up and comer.
I'm not shitting on him. Don't do that. I'm not shitting on him. All I'm saying,
he's number two.
I'm just showing you that Javier is a better opponent. That's all.
No, what I'm saying is we're not going to crap on this guy that we got next.
It's hilarious. You and I always got to get into this. I love it, though. I love that you don't get mad at me, though. I love that you never get mad enough not to come back. So I respect you, and I appreciate you that you are able to go back and forth and not get that upset. Listen, it's all good. I got hella questions for your son from the people, so we just going to move on. Ruin the 504, New Orleans. He says, how are you planning on waiting on Shakur? How are you planning on waiting on Shakur? That is the question.
I'm going to just do what I got to do until the fight happens. I mean, whoever they throw at me, I'm going to fight until that fight gets in line where I'm just, ready to fight Shakur. It's all just staying busy,
James in Atlanta, now that you are the number 4 in the WBA, what does Oscar have planned next for you? Is it Justin Paulo or an Andy Cruz fight?
They got to ask Oscar.
Yeah, they got to ask Oscar that question. I ain't Oscar.
Would you take any of those two names, or you've never heard of them?
I would love to fight Andy Cruz, actually, to show what I would have did to Keyshawn. Okay. But, yeah, like I said, I'm fighting anybody. Anybody y'all want, I'm going to fight.
If the money right and they talk.
Yes, if it makes sense. But if whoever y'all want me to fight, whoever the fans want me to fight, I'll fight.
We got Treese in Toledo, Ohio. He says, would you fight my guy, Robert Easter? I also think that Nahir Albright is a good fight for you right now if you can't get a big name.
I don't know.
Your father get mad about everything.
No, I said, we already been in the ring with Robert Easton Jr.
That's my guy.
He already posted up way back. Y'all better pay attention to this kid because he's the future. Robert Easton Jr. posted that We was in the ring with Robin. Robin said, yo, you keep hitting me that motherfucking hard. We gonna get out this ring and get serious. You hit too fucking hard. That was out of his own words. So maybe he could tell you how hard Kid Austin hit and if those guys would stand up.
We love you, Robert.
So he said, so is that y'all two friends to fight him? He's not active enough. What's the answer to Robert Easter in the fight with Floyd?
Robert retirement, right?
I thought he was back with Roy.
Robert is Floyd's big brother. He messaged Floyd and everything else. So he's not even talking about fighting. He's chilling.
One person I'm cool with in boxing is probably Robert.
Yeah.
He always been like a role model. Like that would be hard for me to get in there. But if I had to, it's my job.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to hurt Robert.
But it would have to come down to a good, like it got to be for a belt or something or some money.
And Robert,
like I said, Robert, I love you, but
Robert would have to need it. He would have to want to take the fight.
Yeah.
But what about Nahir Albright, that fighter that gave Keyshawn a good fight?
If he gave Keyshawn a good fight, he's garbage. We will wash him. We will wash him. How you think about somebody that lost to Keyshawn?
Nah, I ain't see that fight.
If he lost to Keyshawn, hell no.
Oh my God. This is why I want my Javier Fortuna fight, because then I could be like, nah, Floyd talking his shit because his son backed it up.
Look,
this guy killing me. Your father said you killing everybody. That's like got to be some heavy pressure.
Look, so what I want you to do is, this is a favor for me. I want you to contact Javi, and I want you to have him contact my Instagram, my dad, or go to whoever you got to contact. Just get in contact with us. And if he wants to fight, I'll give y'all the fight.
Tell us how much.
And that's coming from me, not my dad. I give y'all the fight.
And you can start
but again, he don't know English. Like, I'm literally translating for him.
I speak a little Spanish.
No, he know English. The guy interviewing us know English.
Nah, there's Google Translate.
No, fuck that.
There's Google Translate.
No, you setting up this fight so you could translate English, young man. You could get your little cutoff making the fight happen. Since you always want to be a matchmaker, but we give you a position, make it happen. And
all right, so we're going to do a three-way. We're going to do a three-way.
All right, cool. That'll work. Spanish. All right, but he got to go. He got to run.
Yeah, I'm going to get a phone to my dad.
Nah, if you got to go, you got to go. I understand.
Next time, get us all on the thing. Let's set the fight up.
Let's set the fight up.
Let's do it. All right, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.